Greetings, my fellows. I think we've all grown well aware of the orchestral masterwork of fellow creator Extratuna. Dare I say its most shallow explorations have spread far and wide across the interweb. While of course there's nothing wrong with shallower analysis, there's only so much time in a day, is there? But dare I say my channel is well known for searching beyond the veneer of any media. So today I merely ask, why is my name is David so great? Just what are its inner machinations, dear fellows? Call me crude, but I think we can assume the very first verse is indeed merely meant to be an introduction, especially considering its deep connection with the following verse, immediately indicating with an address towards the so-called dad, brings up an interesting dynamic. Considering lack of vibrato within the first verse, the presence of this dynamic with the so-called dad character is the very first trait of the so-called David that we encounter. Alongside the next part, a request, not only for a material object of value, but an extremely short-lived consumable. Does this obvious and oblivious excess imply a simple case of a spoiled child character? Or do we trust in the genius of Mr. Tra and consider the possibility of this merely being a coping mechanism? The only way he can interact with his guardian, the only way he can get his attention. This interpretation most clearly enforced by the very midsection of the piece, dominated by repeated mentions of David's name, but also further materialistic requests. I think it's worth asking to what extent are such orders genuine, however. We've already explored the concept of these inquiries as ways to approach the so-called dad. Thus, I propose this interpretation of this one piece as an excellent exploration of the condition of the man of genius. Of the man... Thus, I propose the interpretation of this one piece as an excellent exploration of the condition of the man of genius, as it is the intellect, as it is shackled by both the responsibilities of the outside physical world, as represented by the so-called dad, and the burdens of its constitution, as shown by David, and thus making his forceful removal from this world, free of its shackles but forever separate from those within the prison, in practice merely moved from one cage to another. Truly, a modern Thucydides of our time. Just what are its inner machinations, dear fellows? Oh my god, what the fuck? God please bless this fuck ass recording. This is so funny. Fuck. Okay. Call me crude. I can't pronounce my fucking D's when I'm fucking giggling. Damn.